Welcome back to the Midway at the Missouri State Fair, the happiest place in Missouri. I am joined by State Representative Cathy Jo Loy.
Yes.
Representative, I'm so glad to see you here. You stand out terrifically in that beautiful pink. I love it.
Yes, I decided that I was going to wear something cooler today, and this was the coolest thing I had.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Look, folks, I'll just tell you, at least it ain't cold here.
True.
I have never been to the Missouri State Fair when it wasn't 1,000,000 degrees.
Yeah.
I've just come to expect it and go with it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what have you seen today?
Well, it's so much bigger than I remembered. I haven't been here for over 30 years, I'm afraid to admit that, but my son was 10 and he's 44 now. So it's bigger than I remember it, but it's just fun to see the excitement, and I realize the impact that it has on Missouri's economy, so I wanted to figure it out.
And what a great showcase. Before you leave, you got to go by the livestock buildings. And there is some like high-end professional show horses and things.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of kids
Yeah.
who have raised those animals all year for this week.
Yeah.
And it is, to me, an awesome thing to see those kids. They're so proud.
Yeah.
They want to show you. If you walk through that barn, they want you to come over. They're
Right.
excited to show you what they've been working on. To me, that's kind of the essence of the fair. I love because you run into folks throughout the state at different things, but at the fair you kind of get to sit down, and I have an Anheuser-Busch product and get to visit with them and see how they've been doing, see what their kids are up to, if they've got somebody showing stuff. Yeah. It's kind of it's a bit of a homecoming at times.
Yeah, I bought some really expensive snow cones about a month ago to support some of my constituents who are bringing pigs here. So that was pretty fun for them to be able to tell me they're going to the state fair, and for you to say, hey, I'm going to be there too. And so they're really excited for me to be able to see their
Talking snow cones, that's up Gussie's alley. My son loves the snow cone. Yeah. There's a booth over here that sells them, and they made the mistake of letting Gussie put his own flavorings.
Oh no!
It was overflowing.
Oh wow!
He turned it into kind of a drink.
Yeah.
So tell me, what have you been doing this summer? I mean, I know you get out of session, you think, okay, first year, got that done, good session, then you come back for a vote on stadiums, and looks like you're coming back for a vote on a map.
Right.
What have you got done in those little few days you've had besides being a legislator?
My head has been spinning. It's been amazing. I got an opportunity to go to D.C. I went out to the ALEC convention in Indianapolis, and just then meeting my constituents and finding out what is it that you need. Planning town halls, being there for all those ribbon cuttings that you missed during session, and really getting a feel for what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, and just visiting the community is the biggest thing. But I thought I was supposed to slow down, and it doesn't slow down. I've got other trips planned. I want to be a great legislator, and to do that I need the training, and I need to learn about policy, and so learning best practices across the country.
I just say there's nothing that is better about being a good legislator than being in so many parts of the state.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the 7 different parts of this state almost that are very distinct.
Yes.
And the only way to really get a feel for them, I think, is to get in the truck and go see them. Go talk to visit, talks, as we'd say in the booty hole, hogs, dogs, and logs with folks, and you learn. It's such a cool thing. I don't think there's a more diverse state in the country.
No.
Now, I don't mean the way that liberal people would say diversity.
No. Yeah.
I mean, you've got Boot Hill folks, and we're our own kind of special rebel Hoosiers.
You are.
You have where you're from, it's a very evangelical place, and it's more of a hill culture.
Yes.
Kansas City is the easternmost western town. St. Louis is the westernmost eastern town.
Yeah.
And you got the central German Catholics. Then North Missouri is about like Iowa folks. I mean, they're very laid-back farmers. It is very, the more, if you stand in that Capitol Rotunda, you're going to see people from walks of life that are so radically different.
Right. And that's important to me, to understand that we get in our little echo chamber, our little bubble of our people, and I represent a large community that doesn't know who I am, and I don't know who they are, and I want to know the needs of our community so that we can bring that money back to our district.
Exactly.
I'm on budget next year, so that's a little scary, but I'm pretty excited to figure out how we're spending our
money back to Southwest Missouri.
How we're spending our money and how to do it wisely, because we're going to be in some hurting ways in a few years if we're not careful.
She has one of my favorite internet accounts to follow, because she's a little Ann Wagner where you kind of say what you're thinking, it feels to me like. I got to see a picture of you with Camellia Peterson, someone I just adore.
Yes.
I don't remember what y'all's doing, but you're probably up to no good somewhere. You always have fun. She is just such an earnest, sincere person.
Yes. She's been really helpful for me to be able to navigate thinking, if I'm a liberty person, what's liberty, and am I, putting my thumb on people because I don't like it, and that's not fair. So she helps me think broader and bigger, and I love that about our friendship. We're so different, but we just have a great friendship because we can really pour into one another.
One day I'm going to try to agree with her on something. I just don't know what day that might be. So tell me, you've been to the fair now. What is your favorite thing here at the Missouri State Fair?
Well, besides the Republican tent, I would say.
Don't you love that picture of Kehoe on the horse?
It is amazing. I know.
Didn't that set him apart in that campaign?
Yeah.
Nobody else running for governor could have rode that horse and you
Yeah.
wouldn't have started snickering and laughing. Mike Keel actually rides horses. He actually
and
reminds
he's
you of
here
John
walking
Dutton.
around the fair. It's
loves
like
it.
he loves it, and so I'm proud of the work he's doing.
I think it might be that if you want to be governor, Missouri. Let me just give you a pro tip here. The last two governors, I think, would agree. If you want to be governor of Missouri, love the fair.
Yes, love the fair. And I think that if you've not been at the fair in 30 years, shame on you. You need to be here this year.
Good spokeswoman for that.
Yes.
Representative Cathy Jo Loy, thank you so much for joining us. I sure appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll
Good
be
seeing
back
ya.
here, the happiest place in Missouri, the Midway at the Missouri State Fair. Come visit with us.
All right.